Hello, chat. What's up, everybody? What's up, my party people? Hello, everyone. One drunk man, what's good? Agent Hubcap, what's happening? Agent Hubcap, you almost had it. You almost had it. Chat, I forgot to change the lights on my microphone. Hello, microphone. There we go, microphone. You get on out of there, microphone. You don't need to be up in there. Pizza Force with the 4 months. Let's go. There you go. You ready, chat? You ready to vibe? You ready to vibe with me? Oh yeah. There it is. There it is. What's up, everybody? Yaffy? Oh, we got Pudsey up in here? Whatever, I'm going back to Cyberpunk. Nice. That's right, I forgot about Cyberpunk. Oh, I forgot about Cyberpunk. Alright, chat, sorry, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna play some Cyberpunk. Is that Mr. Norbauer on your t-shirt? Yeah, Yeffy. It is now. Mr. Ryan Norbauer. We just need to put the glasses on him. We need to give him the half moon frames, and it's exactly right. Yep. So we've got a fun build tonight, chat. We've got a really fun build. How is everybody? What's happening, everyone? W means 10. Thank you for the follow. Sir Penser with the follow. Thank you. Hello, everybody. LILML QWERTY. Hello. Hi, I just randomly joined the stream because I like watching keyboard builds, but your camera quality and lighting are crisp. Do you use a DSLR or some kind of nice webcam? Yeah, I'm on a mirrorless camera. I'm on a couple of mirrorless cameras, actually. So this is an A7R3, and then my overhead camera is an A6500. Ooh, yeah, baby. You want me to show you? Show us. Show us. But yeah, welcome, W Means. Welcome to the stream. Show us the police. Bro, I'm not calling the police up in here. You crazy? Do you know the kinds of things I have on my hard drives, bruh? The police are the last group of people I want up in my office. No, I'm just kidding. We got the police right here. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Is that it? Only $2,000? That's a pretty good deal. The A7R4, I think that's the big boy right now. The A7R4. Very overkill. Very overkill. You know what you need to get? What is it? The C500? You need to get a Canon C500. There you go. Get the Canon C500. That's the way to go for sure. Anything less than that, it's just dented. It's full of dents. What's up, Rob? Good to see you. And yeah, we're feeling good, chat. You know what the other part is? All right, so that keyboard is one thing. You want to see something even more expensive than that keyboard? There's a full bag of Nixies. When it comes to the actual group buy cost, and when it comes to the actual market value of those switches are more expensive right now. Oh, I forgot to ping you, Tom. I'm glad to see you here, brother. If there are any marks on that polycarbonate, I'll revo your camera. Shit. I'll make sure I keep it pristine. No rings on the fingers, you know. I don't do that kind of thing. But yeah, chat, we've got a fun build tonight. How is everybody? It's been a whole 24 hours since I've seen y'all. It's just been a busy kind of week. Got the shipping notification on my light. My light should be here on Saturday. So next week, we've got one more week of this behemoth here, and then that will be gone. We'll get it out of here, and then we'll have the light right underneath the cabinet. We'll be sitting pretty, chat. I'm so excited. Pray that on Monday's stream, it's done. Because if it's gone, you know the light worked. If you see this guy on Monday, you know that the tube light ballooned or something happened with the overhead camera to cause it to fail. So, anyways, we've got a good stream tonight. I hope you guys are ready for a keyboard build, ready to settle in with me and hang out with me here tonight. If you are tuning in for the first time, welcome. My name is Max. I go by Max F. I build keyboards. Lots and lots of keyboards. Far too many keyboards. Oh dear God. Why have I built so many keyboards? No, I'm just kidding. We have fun with it. I hope you all have fun watching this sort of thing. And yeah, let's get into it. I'm not going to delay too much tonight. Why is it police? Doesn't remind me of a cop car board. So the story behind that is this keyboard originally was called the Alice, the TGR Alice, and it is a polycarbonate version of that. Yep, so the little play on words, polycarbonate, police. There you go. It's the first keyboard Sam has made that isn't branded with a woman's name. There you go. How about that? Every other keyboard Sam has made has got a woman's name on it. Except for, you know, like, of course, like, commissions and stuff like that, which there have been a couple. But yeah, for group buy boards, this is the first. 9/10 is his anniversary date. So that has something to do with a woman. Yuxi changed tastes. Something tells me police officers are not his thing now. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be right back with the normal naming convention for the next buy. You did indeed hear Nixies. We got him ready to go, Key Realtor. We desoldered these bad boys last night. We are ready to rock and roll with these in the polycarbonate Alice. The police. Why did my music stop? I know why it stopped. It stopped because I'm listening to like the recommended for you on Epidemic Sound, and I liked all of those songs, so I'm going to add all of those to my normal build stream playlist. We'll refresh this and start it again. It's gonna be one of those nights where we listen to like some new music. Oh my God, what just happened? Keep Realtor, you are an absolute champion. What? Dude, thank you so much for the 10 gifted tier 1 subs. That is a total of 94 subs you've gifted in my channel. Dude, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna, like, when we move, I'm gonna buy a house from you. Like, you are too kind, sir. Thank you so much. And yeah, welcome to the family. Those of y'all who have just received a subscription, thank you so much, Key Realtor. Dude, that's huge. Thank you. We got Key 1 George, Frozen Solid, Chintao, IP9932 CD, Quarathena, The Kebab. That's a great name, The Kebab. We got Faustus, Zinked, and Salty Nutted. And Rob27 Shred. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Dude, thank you so much. You are insane. I love you, buddy. Thank you. There we go. Does Key Realtor stream? I didn't know Key Realtor streamed. Are you just shouting him out to say, hey, follow him? Are you just shouting him out, Yuppie, to say follow for no reason? Or do you stream Key Realtor? Okay. Yuppie's just being big dumb. Nice. What's up, Dodo? Good to see you. We can get a shout out for Dodo, though. Dodo streams. What's up, Dodo? Good to see you. Oh, yeah. You just wanted to beat Raz or something? Watch, Raz is going to come in and shout out Dodo before Yeffy gets it in. You better hurry, Yeffy. Yeah. Thank you again, Key Realtor. You the real MVP. All right, chat. So let's go ahead and get to it. Boom. We are going to start tonight by, and you know what I said I was going to do, chat? I said I was going to install these LEDs beforehand, as usual. Best laid plans. We did not get these things installed yet. No worries, we will. We're just not going to do it tonight. So maybe we'll do 5 nights of streaming. Maybe we'll install some LEDs and do some other keyboard chores tomorrow night, but not tonight. That takes too long. Simply takes too long. Let's go ahead and clear our office here. Not our office, our desk space. We will put the police right there. And you know what we've got for tonight, chat? We've got a somewhat anonymous gift from this one. So I don't know who we're shouting out here, but Yeffy hooked us up with a set of DualShot. So we will be putting DualShot on this keyboard tonight. I'm vetoing everyone's key set choice because DualShot on the police, ooh, let's go. And look at this note. Max, please enjoy responsibly. Yeffy made me send this. He said he would get the Russian mafia to hurt me if I didn't. Please send help. Sir or ma'am, dear anonymous gifter, I don't know who you are, but if you notify me of your location and blink 3 times if you're okay. If not, I will send help. Yeffy, you leave this person alone. So yeah, we'll be putting this on the board tonight. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get tuning. Get to some tuning of the stabilizers. The switches have been lubed up. They are all ready to go. Raditz with the tier 1. Thank you so much for the 2 months. Whoop whoop. 3 months. Let's go. Or excuse me, 3 months. You're on a 2-month streak. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Look at you. Enjoy your updated subscriber badge. Oh yeah. You've joined the ranks of the red. What's good? Alright, so tonight we've got hopefully enough 2U wires. If not, I will need to dig into my own personal arsenal. I think we should. We'll need a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. Hey Tom, are you still there? Do we need to do 5 or do we need to do slightly less? Are we doing 5? 5 includes the 2U backspace. Split backspace, so we only need to do 4. There we go. Then I think we do have enough 2Us without me doing any extras. I think 4 come in a pack. Yep, so yeah, we're good. That is enough 2Us. And I have some spacebar wires to get back to you. I will put those right back in your box. Do we want to do the stickers? I don't really ever do these stickers unless it's on a 1.1 or 1.0 millimeter PCB. So chat, and I'm posing that question to you there, Tom. If you want me to put these on, it really doesn't matter, I don't think. But chat, what these are stickers that are kind of a replacement to the Band-Aid mod. C3 Equals sends these little guys. They're actually a little bit thicker than a normal like film sticker, right? And you put these on your PCB underneath the stabilizer housing. So this housing in here will actually sit on top of the sticker and then on top of the PCB. Yeah, we can put them on top. And then you can use the washers as well. And then here's your screw-ins for them. So we'll need everything in here except 2. We will send 2 of these guys back into the matrix. You know what I had here? I've got a little baggie here. I'm gonna put these guys right back in there, right? 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. Everything but 2. I was correct. Boom. My favorite stabilizers, the C3, with their anti-wire pop-out technology. Nothing but the finest. Have a good one, Mac. I'm gonna come back later. Gonna head to work meeting. Hey, Salty. Thank you so much for tuning in here for a little bit. Appreciate you. We'll see you soon. Okay. Let's get some lube. So for those of you who are joining us for the first time, we're big fans of lube here on this channel. We love lube. Very pro lube up in here. Is this a personal Alice? No, it is not Dodager. Dodager? I'm guessing Dodager. This is a client's build who's got more TGR flex than I do these days. Tom saw my TGR flex and said, you know what? To hell with you, Max. You're done. And in both a sad and meaningless assault, he took my TGR collection and he tripled it. I did. I threatened to, you know what, Tom? I threatened to steal the 910, the Terminal 910, and I completely forgot that I said I was going to steal that and show it off on stream. That thing is glorious. So Tom, unlike myself, Tom takes his TGR and he gets it anodized by caustic. So he has got some very special TGR anodizations. Like caustic, if you guys haven't seen Steven from Caustic Customs, he's an anodizing shop. Does absolutely fantastic work, and so yeah, Tom has got quite a number of examples of his fantastic work. You can shout him out or you don't have to, Yeffy, Raz. I don't think it matters. Caustic has plenty of business. but for those interested in chat, yeah, Caustic Custom Anodization is his Instagram. Yeah. And if you choose to get something done by him, like if you want it in 2021, just get on his list now. What's up, 10? I love it. I love the HHKB. Were you here on Monday when we tuned it up? Monday night, we actually swapped out the sliders. We put in real force sliders and silencing rings, and lubed it up with some 3204. It really makes for a nice, thocky, wonderful typing experience. It's actually the nicest tactile I think I've used. I love Topra. When it comes to tactiles, I go Topra and Alps over MX any day of the week. So you can try and convince me otherwise, but I don't think there's an MX switch I like as much as Topra or Alps. And the Alps is very particular. Alps is very hard to get good. But man, if you've had good Alps, you know as well that like a good Alps orange or an Alps brown. Brown is a little bit too heavy, but Alps orange really is incredible. Blue Alps are incredible as well. But those are technically a clicky switch. So while they are tactile, they are clicky. Here we go, give you guys a little bit of a zoom in here. So let me know if things look good here. Chat, do you like the zoom in level that I've got here right now? Do you think I should take it in even further? Or do you think this is a good zoom in level? Does this give you a good close-up of the work we're doing here? I figure if you full screen it, for those people saying they full screen it, I figure they're gonna say, yep, it's good. For people who like watch it not full screened, they might say, make it larger. That's what I'm gonna guess. I'm like right in the middle. So I'm kind of pleasing everybody, or pleasing nobody, depending upon how you look at it. That was my thought. I've rigorously tested this zoom in level. This zoom in level has been I outsourced to an agency. I made sure this thing went through rigorous testing. I'm in theater mode and it looks good to me. There we go. Hey, I promise I'm not fishing for compliments. I just changed up the way my overhead camera is set up this past week, and so I've been polling people in chat every night this week so far just to make sure. Why are Nixies expensive? So Nixies are very old. They were very rare when they were originally created, and they came from a time in Cherry's manufacturing history where the tooling was very new, and pretty much all of them can be dated back to the early to mid 1980s. So unlike the Wise vintage blacks, or any other vintage blacks, some Cherry vintage blacks are not as old. The Nixdorf switches are all old. They're about the equivalent of a date code A or B vintage Cherry MX Black, which is kind of like the golden era of the tooling for the vintage Cherry switches. And they also have a cloudy top housing. And so the cloudy top housing also sets them apart from all the others, which is a huge meme. That doesn't have anything to do with the sound, really. Huge meme. That's the other reason. Assault. Thank you so much. Yeah, Nixies are probably about $5 to $10 a switch. Nixie space bars are even crazier. And I actually... Who was it? I ran into a guy who built up an entire keyboard of Nixie space bars one time. I think it's on YouTube somewhere. Somebody tuned up and built an entire keyboard's worth of Nixdorf space bars. Which means they would have had, if you're building up a 65%, you would have had 65 Nixdorf PCBs that you would have pulled those spacebar switches off of and put them on it. Yeah. What's up, Aaron? Good to see you, brother. This is Tom's keyboard. You met Tom. You remember Viking Robot? This goes into Tom's TGR Volt. Oh no, Suor in drop. You gambled all and you paid the price. I'm so sorry. Okay, so our housings are done. So chat, if you've never tuned in before, welcome. First and foremost, my name is Max. I go by MaxF, and you've caught us at a great time. If you're new to keyboards, we're going through the stabilizer tuning process. I add 205G0 to the inside of the housing here. I do a liberal application on the inside of the housing, and I just leave the stems blank. Nothing on them. Insert the stems into the housing. There's enough lube on the housing to get everything covered. That's a varying opinion. Some people will say lube the stems as well. I don't bother. It just makes it kind of difficult with the picker to get the stem in there, and then you get lube all over your fingers, even more so than you would if you were just doing it my way. It's more hassle than it's worth, and I think my stabilizers sound pretty good. So I have this all turned down. I swear, chat, I have it so that it's not rigged. But every time Stream Elements comes through and nobody wins ever. I'm so sorry. I swear Stream Elements is turned down. Let me go here real quick and take a look. I can go really quickly. I can go right to Stream Elements, open link in new tab, boom, extensions. like, what do I have to do to get this so that it's not like destroyed for people? Let's take a look here, chat. Is this the setting? Because it's a stream elements thing. Like stream elements replies to it and says, okay, I gotcha. Loyalty enabled. Subscriber bonus, tip bonus, blah, 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 blah. Loyalty settings. I'm just looking here in this thing. I think contest, no, modules. Is it modules? Yes. I believe it's roulette. All right, here it is, chat. Look at this. I promise I don't have it rigged. See, it's all the way down. Rigged is turned off. Like, right? This would be completely rigged, right? This up here, having it all the way up there, that would be like the system's completely rigged. 100% rigged. Like, that's it, right? Roulette? Roulette is just the other, it's just the other name for, like, it's not anything else, is it? It's not slots or anything, is it? Like, and there's not even a way to rig the slots machine. Am I losing my mind, chat? Hold on, let me go back into real quick into Epidemic Sound. We liked those songs. Those songs were all good too. We'll make sure those are all added to the playlist as well. And we will refresh. Oh, these are all pretty much on our build stream playlist already. Let me refresh this real quick. Here we go. Here's a set of new songs. These are all new songs that we can add to the stream list. All right, I'm looking here. All right, so stop getting soft on them. The house always wins. Is it slots? Yeah, so see, slots is different. And I will answer your question here in just a second, Bram. Let me go back up here to roulette. Okay, roulette is back down to 0. I'm gonna put it on 1. Look at that. See, I changed it to 1. I changed it to 1 there, chat. So it's even like, all right, let's put the rigging on 5. Let's see if that, like, it's low, but it's like, you know, a little better. Somebody gamble. I don't think I have points. Do I have points? I can't type right now. Yeah, see, I don't have any points to gamble. Here, oh, you know what? Maybe it was slots. There is a way to gamble, or there is a way to rig the slots machine, and it was at 80% before. Let's see, maybe that'll do it. I don't know, I didn't think it was slots though. Anyways, we'll see. How rigged should your system be? 100% means people will lose points over time. Well, they certainly lose points over time. There's a way to turn it to 200%? Wow. 20%. 20% rigged. Let's do 20% rigged, chat. Maybe it was the slots machine. It was 80% rigged before, which is pretty brutal. Why would it be 80% by default? That's crazy. That's crazy talk. So anyways though, Morad, if you're here, Morad, you win the keyboard build from the month of December. And what I'm gonna do actually, I'm gonna reset the points. So everyone's gonna start from 0. Loyalty settings. Where was it? Was it loyalty settings? Leaderboard. Leaderboard, here we go. Reset. All right, so here's the list here. Here's the list here, chat, for this month. And so it was Morad and Burb. So Morad and Burb, you guys, if you're here, you guys get a free build service. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do, chat? I'm gonna do a Windows. Do I have Windows key bound? I do. Windows Shift S. Boom. I'm gonna do these folks right here. Morad, there you go. Okay, so Morad is here. Well, Morad, you know, you're a loyal follower. You've got 26,000 points. I don't see you in chat too often, but if you are interested, in getting a free build service, you know, yeah, I'll take care of it for you. You know, you just send me the components and I'll build everything up on the house. I will even cover your shipping. So yeah, let me know. I will cover your shipping up to like, let's say up to like $20. If you send me like a 20-pound keyboard, I'm not spending like $200 on shipping. But yeah, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, because I knew Raz was gonna pass. Raz said he didn't have anything he wanted me to build for him, plus he's one of my moderators and a hard-working one at that, so I'll just build for Raz automatically. So yeah, so congratulations. Yeah, if you've got something to build, yeah, join up in Discord and send me a message. Send me a DM of what you want me to build for you. And I'm gonna take that screenshot and then I'm gonna, which I just did, and then I'm gonna reset points. So we're starting a little bit late for December, but at the end of the month of December, in January, we will calculate the points totals again, and in January, whoever is number 1 on the leaderboards gets a free build service. So that's how we do that. Let me go ahead and copy and paste this real quick into... Yeffy, I'm going to copy and paste this into our group chat. I don't think Justin's in here, so he's going to be like, what the fuck is this? But I'm going to format that and put it into our Discord too later. So yeah, there's that. Cool. All right, back to it. Let's go back into the Zoom menu. Nice. Cool, I'm stoked that worked out. Yeah, I think I had asked if you were here last stream, Morad. I think I asked on Tuesday. And I completely forgot. I had completely forgot that I hadn't calculated that out, but yeah, people hadn't really been gambling much as we rolled into December, and so I'm pretty sure you were in the top position there after Raz. Yeah, you got to step your game up, sir. So at this point now, chat, we're just adding some 205 onto our wires here. There's different ways to do this part of the process as well too, but what I like to do is I do one side of the wire first, insert that into my housing here, and once that's in there, I'll clean it up at the end. You can see how there's a little gobbledygook up on that housing now. Clean that up here in just a second. But now once that's in the housing is a clean, dry part that you can hold on to. And I do the other side of the wire now, adding a good amount of lube onto the other side as well. You want to go past that 90-degree angle in the wire bend just a little bit. And there we go, maybe just a little dab more there. And you grab the other housing. Make sure your orientation is correct. And you're good to go. Oh, and I had a question about Cherry MX Blacks a second ago too, before we had gotten into it. Yeah, Bram, I'm sorry, I missed it. So a retooled MX Blacks, or is there a similar, better alternative? Yeah, so what about retooled MX Blacks are just fine. You know, I'd say, so the rule of thumb with Cherry MX Blacks is the retools are going to give you a more consistent result. And I would say in terms of smoothness and sound profile, the retooled blacks will give you, give or take, like a 6.5 to 7-ish out of 10, depending upon how good they are within the range. Some retooled blacks are going to be better than others. It is literally just luck of the draw with that. So there'll be a little bit of variance, but there'll be a fairly decent switch. JWKs will be smoother, but people love the sound profile of a Cherry, an MX Cherry Black. And so retooled is a good way to go. Now, when you get into the vintage game, vintage blacks can be worse than a retooled Cherry Black or significantly better. the potential for a vintage black to get up to that 9 and 10 out of 10 level in terms of smoothness and sound it exists, where a retooled black will never get up to a 10 out of 10 level of smoothness. It's just not going to get there. So that's why people go for the vintage game. They start hunting vintage switches and try to find, they hunt for that 10 out of 10 level smoothness. I've generally found that if you're hunting for a smooth vintage black, 5-pin is going to generally give you a better result. Oftentimes people selling them won't know where they came from. Obviously, the best thing you can do is find somebody who knows where they came from. A Cherry G80 keyboard from the 1980s with a date code between A and D. Date codes went A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, right? And so a date code between A and D is generally going to give you like an 8 to 10 out of 10 board. Now, date code A, B, C, D, E, F, G, those boards, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, right? Anywhere in that range, those will give you somewhere in and around like, maybe a 7 to a 10. You can get really, really nice date code E, whatever, F, right? Those can all be very good as well. It's just so luck of the draw and finicky. I mean, you're looking at a keyboard that was built 30, 40 years ago. I mean, it is just tricky to say the least. I mean, you're hunting for something that's just super rare. So oftentimes, I mean, you'll hear some streamers say like, oh, I don't like vintage blacks at all. It's just because it's a huge hassle. Vintage blacks, you have to be prepared to buy like 500 of them and then pick. You have to cherry pick through your little play on words. You have to cherry pick through your cherry switches. So I do the same thing with retooled blacks. If I'm buying retooled blacks, I buy thousands at a time. And the reason for that is because not so much that you have to cherry pick through them, but because there's so much variance in how good a retooled can be. Like you can get a pretty decently solid retooled black, you just don't know. And so if I get lucky with a good batch, I want to have a whole bunch of them. And because if I go to that same vendor a month later, buy the same exact switch, there's no guarantee that I'm going to get some part of that same batch. There's not even a guarantee that I'm going to get part of the same batch in that 1,000 that I just ordered. But I have a better chance if I order a whole bunch all at the same time. And if I end up with something that's just a mediocre switch, well then I'll sell it. I'll try 100 of them in a build and then I'll just sell a whole bunch. Do you get kind of a grasp that cherry vintage blacks and cherry retool blacks are kind of a pain in the ass? Because if you're understanding that, then I've sold this well. JWKs are just easier. Gateron inks are just easier. You're going to get a better result. Even novelty creams, easier. You're going to get a better result out of all of those. Creams, you just have to break in a little bit. People have kind of determined that. And creams also Franken-switch really nicely. I'm going to make some cream pacas where I'm going to be putting some novelty cream stems in an alpaca housing here soon. That'll be a fun build. It's just the cherry game is just a big pain in the butt. Sound is greater than smoothness. Yeah, if that's your goal, someone other than you, then then you're in the same boat as me and so many other collectors hunting good vints. I just wish I had a more consistent source. I have a very, very good source for vintage blacks, but he is not consistent. He does not consistently have stock, but his B stock, because he keeps all of his A stock, but his B stock is some of the best vintage switches I've ever tried. Are Hyperglides any good? I've never used a Hyperglide switch. I think I've used Everglide stabilizers, but never Hyperglide switches. Remind me though, what are some of the names of the Hyperglide switches, and maybe I will retract what I just said. JWK bottom and cherry top is the best of both worlds. You know what, Rob? That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, you can get a lot of the sounds of cherry with just the top. That's true. The Garys that I tuned up in my Ogre, which people seem to really love, very thocky sounding switch. Those are Gateron yellow switches with a cherry top. I even memed on it and put some mediocre Vince in mine. There was no reason for it. I actually just have more Vince than I do retooleds. I only use inks and cherries. Yeah, inks have got a great sound to them. If you like the thockiness, then then inks and cherries are the way to go. If you like something that's a little higher pitched resonance, which some people do, then JWKs are pretty nice. It's all preference. It's all preference, friends. It's all preference. Some people like that higher pitched resonance, and if you like higher pitched as opposed to the like clackier as opposed to thockier, then you want JWKs. Listen to the K video I just uploaded on YouTube if you want something with a higher pitched resonance. Those mauve switches that we put into that K sounded really nice. Very nice example of a clacky, higher pitched resonance switch. Those things shine. They're very nice. Hyperglides are the new cherries, like a retool or something. Okay, Geigster. Yeah, I didn't know that. I have not used those. Are they actually a cherry switch, or are they a hyperglide switch? I have some cherry speed silvers coming in, I think, that I hope to do something fun with that. I haven't used a switch from Cherry other than Cherry MX Blacks in quite a long time. And brown. I've used Cherry MX Browns, vintage browns in a while. But it's been a while since I've used those. I've been meaning to do... Oh, dagnabbit. I just got this wire in, but I just messed up the other wire. I got one housing in and the other housing out. I just swapped it. Hyperglides are retooled retools. So what did Rumi say? I'm looking here. Rumi, what did you say? Both around 170 Vint Blacks. Or it's bought. You just bought 170 Vint Blacks. There you go, January. Good luck to you. Good luck. Godspeed. My music just ended those 5 songs that we had just played, and so we'll get music going back here in just a second. Chat, don't worry. I hear that it has stopped. Let me just finish putting this last stabilizer in. There we go. Get the lube off my fingers just a little bit. And let's go back. Oh, I just clicked the Cortana button on accident. Damn it. Those were all good. I liked all those songs. We'll add those all to the playlist as well. We'll do one more round of adding songs. Give me one where it's at least 4. There's at least 4. Okay. Okay. Damn it, Cortana. Close. Rumi, your source for it. Oh no. No, that's not someone. That's not my source. Dock usually comes down to the key more than the switch, though, in my opinion. It can, but no, I mean, there can be some switches that are just purely thocky no matter what you put them in. But there are things with both your keyboard and your keycaps that can change the sound signature. If you're using ABS plastic, that's going to be a higher pitched resonance than die-sub, for example. Thanks for the explanation. Now hunt for those vintage blacks. There you go, Bram. Good luck to you. Yeah, there's definitely, like, you can go to Elec Shopper to try and find a whole bunch. You use Cortana. I do not. Cortana is just on my taskbar. I just have not removed it. And so every now and then I click it on accident when I'm looking for Chrome in my taskbar since it's right next to it. But yeah, elecshopper.com is a link. Might want to put that into Google. Oh no, I got it. That's the right spot. Electronics Plus. Everything is closed right now on Electronics Plus though right now. So you just kind of have to wait a little bit. They're not open right now, but they are a good source for vintage stuff. You're gonna find more like Wise vintage blacks on there, but you can buy them a lot easier than maybe getting them from somebody like hunting for them on Mech Market. Anyways, chat, what's your favorite Switch? I always get asked that. Chat, what's the best Switch for gaming? I think I'm gonna play this Cyberpunk game. What should I get? Let's test the PCB. While you guys think about that question, the number one streamer question, I'm gonna go ahead and get my PCB plugged in and we'll test that. Also gonna try and get as much of this 205 off my brush as I can. I need to keep something to wipe this paintbrush off more handy. I just use the inside of my shirt more often than not, and I'm getting like, it doesn't stain luckily, but probably shouldn't do that. Racer greens. What about Cherry MX blues? You're not the true alpha gamer unless everyone on your neighborhood knows it. The Telios V2s, the Tfue Switch. I only have creams currently. I like vintage blacks and creams. There you go. That's not a gaming Switch though. Listen. Tangy bottom, GAT milky top, Tangy stem, 205G0, 55G TX slow spring, and TX film. Tangy bottom, Tangy stem, and a GAT milky top. That'd be pretty cool. What do we call it though? It's got to have a cool name or otherwise I'm skipping out on it. Milky tangerines. Yeah, but milky tangerines isn't a cool name. I need a meme. I'm trying to sell memes up in here, chat. If there's no meme to this thing, I can't sell it. The Trump Switch. That's so good. Trumps. We're gonna be building up our police with some Trumps tonight. Oh my god. Stop, chat. Stop. That's too funny. Trump switches it is. We did it. We did it, chat. We did it. Oh my god. Y'all are too much. Okay, cool. Oh, it looks like a good PCB to me, chat. We're doing a split here, so we got the pipe and the, yep, there we go, it's set. Man, Sam already had us squared away. And is that backspace? Oh, Sam has got us squared away for a split backspace. He mapped this knowing exactly what I needed to do with it. Beautiful. Thank you, Sam. Hey, Tom, are you there? Do you want a split or a stepped or a standard caps lock? You also have step caps lock. Okay. You also have a bit of an option, if I remember correctly, with the bottom row. Probably easiest for you to send me a picture of what you want me to do with the bottom row. Backspace. Is this working? Oh, that is working. Okay, good. Must have just missed it before. I think it's one option. I can move this guy over to the left or right, and this guy over to the left or right. That's it. Everything else is fixed. You just have to pay attention to the bottom left. There we go. Okay. All right, PCB is looking good, chat. So what we just did there, if you're new to keyboards, is I just plugged the PCB in, and I use a set of tweezers to short out these pads here. And take a look at this. What a beautiful PCB. Look at that. That gold and purple with those lighter purple traces. Ooh, ooh, mwah. And so I short these pads out, boom and boom, right above my index finger. I short those two pads out, and that makes it so that the switch actuates. And in switch header, it's going to capture if each of these have actuated. And so essentially, by doing that with the tweezers first, I can test to see if this PCB is good or if it's got any pads or resistors or diodes or something that have fallen off and become non-operational. Good? Good. All right. It looks like you just sent me something, Tom. I got it, mate. I got it. It's brilliant. The same thing, mate, as the 0 key. I got it. Cause yeah, you can do like a 1.25 on it, but that's heresy. So you want the 1U. You want the 1U key here. So I move it over to the right. I move it over to the right on that guy. The 1.25 would be over to the left, I think. All right. Dang, I wish I had one. Isn't there only 3 TGR police? No, that is not correct. Sam later ran this for more people. However, he just ran it as like a Discord special one day. So if you were in the customs channel, I think one afternoon, Sam came in and said, hey, who wants a polycarbonate Alice? And he sold like 40 of them. I'm pretty sure. Can you show your 910? Yeah, sure, we can take a quick break and show that. I'm a people's champion. I give the people what they want. Every now and then. Sometimes I'm like, nah, you guys can show. the mech, so Sam hangs out in the KB Customs channel in Mech Keys, and so I'm pretty sure he just went into KB Customs one day. A lot of the old keyboard collectors that like Sam first started with frequented the KB Customs channel in Mech Keys. We didn't really have a ton of like Discords then, so KB Customs was like one of the only spots. KCZ, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. And Zujo, I missed you too. And Basic 2. Basic, man, are you just making Twitch accounts so that you can follow me? Brother, I appreciate that. Here we go. Here's my TGR over here. My 910 has been requested. Watch my carpet got shifted a little bit. Let me go ahead and dust her off a little bit. Get the old girl ready to... Oh God, let me dust her off a little bit as I'm dusting something in my lap. Yikes. Twitch, it's not what it looks like. This keyboard's been sitting on my shelf for a little bit. The old boy's been sleeping. He's been dormant for a little bit. So I wanna get him ready for his big reveal. Jesus. Here we go, chat. I'll give you guys a good close up. Here we go. Oh man, my blood cap fell off. Get back here, blood. That blood cap has got a loose stem. One of my most shined up wob sets. Gotta go for the shine on wob, gotta embrace it. This is the light is a little harsh. It's actually a darker pink than what it shows up as. So that's it might show up a little better actually on the overhead camera because the light won't be directly on it. So let me show you that. Yeah, it's actually a little bit darker on the pink there. And then, yeah, it's two-tone. Two-tone with not as many fingerprints as it looks like here. There's the TGR logo there, if you can see that. Not really focusing on the keyboard though. And then here, specs please. So these are G80 vintage blacks with 205 G0. They're date code A. So there's some of my better vintage black switches. So there's the bottom. So this is a one of three still. There's only 3 910 SEs with the Doge. The Doge edition is pretty rare. So this was not a commission. This was just a couple of friends received this from Sam when he first ran the V1. So the V1 910 actually ran in a 23 unit group buy, and they were all numbered 1 through 23. And then the SEs ran, the SE variants, I believe there were 17 total TGR 910 SE. It's the special edition. And out of the special editions, 3 of them were the Doge edition. So this is actually Brocaps' board. So I got it from Hate, who got it from Brocaps, and it'll die with me now. So let's see here. Did my music stop yet? Did we make it to the end of those songs? Not yet. All right. So now's the time to do our stickers. That's one of my flexier pieces, though, for sure. Oh, I'm doing stickers. Yeah, I'm on the right side. That's definitely one of my shelf pieces, for sure. I throw it into the rotation, though, quite a lot. I used to game with that board on a regular. Probably needs to be rebuilt to an extent now. It's been a while since I've tuned up that keyboard. Last I checked, the spacebar was sounding pretty good on it, though. There we go. Now we've made it to the end of that playlist. Let's go back. I liked those songs. Let's add them. Boom. 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 And boom. All right, you know what we're going to do now? So that I don't have to keep refreshing anymore. I'm going to go to my playlist that has like 150 jazz songs added. And we should be good with music for the rest of the night. What are your favorite Discord channels? I like the photography channel in the Mech Keys Discord. That's a cool group of guys. I like what else? There's a couple private, like not to be, an elitist or anything, but there's just a couple of private channels that a couple of close friends are in that I frequent, and we play games together from time to time. I enjoy the presence of those people I've met throughout the years in the hobby. So there's a couple like that. I love the general audio channel in Simon's Discord. I'm a big audiophile as well, and there are so many knowledgeable people in his Discord. I actually added an audiophile channel into my Discord just recently as well. So as I said, I love talking audiophile. Added a coffee channel as well as a battle stations channel. Kind of one of those desk setup channels. Show me what you're working with kind of deal. Do you usually swap out the springs in MX Blacks? Always. Whether they're vintage or retool, I always spring swap a vintage. I always spring swap a cherry black switch. Can you invert the spacebar on an HHKB? Yes. Yes, you can. It's right in the middle. That's really, Bram Santos, that's a really personal preference. I definitely do, because I like linears between 50 and 63.5 grams. But if you're cool with 70 to 75 grams, you can run with the stock springs. Yeah, the stock springs, though, just aren't as consistent. And so you can, I mean, don't get me wrong. What Rob said is absolutely correct. Those are usable springs. But I just don't like them. I actually, in fact, chat, I actually get 90 gram springs in all of my space bars, because that's actually a Cherry thing. Cherry switches run a 90 gram space bar in the springs for the space bar, and it makes a big difference. And so I actually have a full bag of Cherry 90 gram springs. So that is one exception to the fact that I won't use Cherry springs. I do use Cherry 90 gram springs for my spacebar. But yeah, the other thing is with the Cherry springs is they can have consistency issues. They might not be as good, as consistent as some other springs. Like if you're a keyboard perfectionist, you really want something that has a very consistent up and down stroke. Maintains the same weight and profile throughout. So our stickers go on top here, and then the stabilizer sits right on top of those stickers, and we plug these in here with this screw on the other side. And I might not use the washer on anything other than the screws I absolutely need it for, because it looks like the screw with the sticker isn't going to. Yeah, there we go. That one made a complete contact. So chat, tell me what you got going on. Any buys that you're eyeing up? Anything on the horizon that's caught your attention? I confirmed today that we have the black Eru TKL on the way. I cannot wait to show that off. And I believe we've got some fun switches to build with that, some new prototypes. So that'll be a really fun build. I'm very excited for that. Ooh, Aurora Polaris, that's a good looking set, Suishiro. Yep, and then you got the Boobs V2. There you go. Yeah, a lot of people missed out on that one the first time around, and so running with it now, right? Oh, somebody made a cable that glows in the dark? Oh, Suchiro, you definitely need to pick up some stock of that paracord and get your inventory ready. That's so cool. I have a Dissy pad on the way from a Group A, and a May pad as well. I've not seen either of those numpad units. I'm imagining the Dissy plan is from the Discipline TKL. Is that what that's from? Am I correct in that assumption? This is an interesting stabilizer cutout. We're gonna have to be cognizant of this stabilizer when we plug it in. We're gonna need to make sure that that one sounds good. That left space bar might be a little jank because that cutout is so wide that it allows for the screw to sit and kind of wobble a little bit. We'll just need to, I'm not saying it will be, I'm just saying we'll need to watch it. when we get to that part of the process where we're looking at the sounds of it, we'll need to make sure that sounds good before we solder. The Whimsy 40% looks nice. There we go. I'm not a big 40% guy, but you do you. Waiting on GMK Darling to come in. Yeah, I think that's just shipping now, isn't it, Isashu? That's big. That's a beautiful looking set. Fun times with that. Okay. Did I have an extra screw? How about that? We definitely had extra washers. All right, let me get to here. This is what I want. Shipped already, waiting on my extras to come in. There we go. I just put rollerblade wheels on my Aeron. Nice, Tom. You're cruising now, quite literally. I didn't know that was a mod that you could do. That's pretty funny. Hey, Amazed. I appreciate that. I will grab a drink of water here in just a second. Let me just clean up my desk a little bit. Thank you, thank you. I swear, I need you guys in real life reminding me throughout the day, hey, take a drink. I stay so much more hydrated on stream than I do at any other time in my life. I did not know that, Sutro. Learn something new every day. All right, so our PCB is prepped up and ready to go. We need to get access now to our beautiful plate. We will be back for this tray, or that mat, in just a moment. I'm just gonna make sure real quick that I don't have anything residual on my mat here before I flip a polycarbonate board upside down. Also going to grab, I believe I have a microfiber that I can put down. This is Tom, there will be no scuffage. There will be no scuffage on this. Watch, I just jinxed myself. Now there'll be scuffage. I just jinxed myself, chat. Say it ain't so. Don't do it, Max. Yo, OGK, what's good? We are doing well. I hope you are as well. Whoa, that's sick AF. What's up, Persian? What's sick AF? Oh, and Duel. Duel is waiting on GMK Botanical to reach the US. Nice. You grabbed Gawk's EPBT black on white set from Divinity since they had it on sale a few days ago. Nice, there we go. That's awesome. Are you talking Persian King? Were you talking about Tom putting his that the cables are UV reactive? Okay, I didn't know if you were talking to Tom about his rollerblade wheels on his chair. Bueno builds up in chat. What's up, Bueno? Good to see you, brother. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a well, I don't know. I shouldn't assume that you have a smaller place living in San Fran, but yeah, once you get that office space, I need to get an upgraded chair myself. I've been thinking about getting the embodied chair for quite some time. Anyone who I've spoken to that has one says, yeah, it's pricey, but super recommends it. And so I would love to get one of those. You returned your embody? Oh yeah, because you had the Logitech one. What was the problem with that, Tom? Wasn't comfortable? Ah, was it, what was the problem? Was it like the way it, was it the size? Was it the, just the way it sat? Because yeah, people say that that is one of the greatest chairs for back support. But yeah, you know, nothing's one size fits all, right? I think most people will love it. Yeah, so it just didn't work for you. I gotcha. Yes, this weight is copper. This is a copper weight. Tom, should we show off? Should we show off the DC weight? It's up to you, Tom. I won't one up your weight if you don't want me to. And if you're about to say, yeah, if you want to put it in and replace the copper one, the answer to that is no. You already know what I'm going to do ultimately to that weight. You actually came up with the idea for it. There we go. So Tom, I've noticed a spot here. Oh no. No, that's not a spot. A microfiber will take care of that. Let me look here. I think it will. There was just a little spot here in this edge on the polycarbonate. Yeah, no, it's good. I thought there was just a little spot right there, but no, it looks good. Yeah, it's a clean polycarbonate board for sure. A little bit of perforation on it right there. You can see that, but that's nothing. That's nothing. Just where the seams hit. I'm showing you everything so that you can't try and turn around and say I fucked it up. Cause I know you're a perfectionist. I did not fuck it up. I'm showing you every tiny little blemish, so in a week from now when you're looking it over and you say, hey, you ruined it, I can come back to the VOD and say, no, when I went over this, I actually showed you that. So I'm like, this thing is perfect, but I'm so far nitpicking at that point with this little guy. I mean, nobody cares about this seam right here and that little guy, except for you, Tom. And so that's why I bring it up. Yeah, and other than that, you know, just tiny little things from, you know, the oils of my skin, you know, leaving a little Max F behind for you. So is the weight copper, Tom? I didn't even ask. I think this is a copper weight, right? Attach one beard hair for him. Yeah, I'll just pluck one out. It's a one of one. It's a one of one polycarbonate Alice. Got a little special something left behind. I'm really truly surprised that Sam decided to run this thing. I didn't think he was going to. I normally have a pretty good pulse on Sam. But I guess with the copper, that kind of makes sense. It did something different enough with the copper plate that he wanted to try it. I wonder how he liked it. Sam's always trying out new manufacturers too. So this manufacturer, I don't know if it's the same one as when he ran, you know, his polycarbonate 910, or if it's a different group. But Sam loves going all around town and trying different people, giving other manufacturers a chance. Anyone managed to get a key cult today? I did not. I'm not key cult rich. I don't have that much money. Hey, TGR is different. Keycolt is like, you know, TGR is like Mercedes-Benz. Super primo. No, Rama would be Mercedes-Benz. TGR would be like, you know, Aston Martin. But Keycolt, that's like the Lambo. Nah, Keycolt, what would Keycolt be? Keycolt, now that they manufacture in US, Keycolt would be like the Shelby. The Shelby of keyboards. What's up, Bear Cables? Good to see you, brother. How you doing? So there we go. The top of the polycarb Alice looking fresh. Yep, that looks good. I'll put this guy right up here. I'm also going to move the polycarbonate layer down below in a moment because I don't want to work on that while I have the soldering iron out. Yep, so you wanted the 1U here, right, Tom? I have that in the right spot. You showed me a picture here. Oh, wait, no, I jacked it up. That's a 1.25. You want a 1.25 there, Tom? You don't want the 1U? We can do that. Right? Is that what I'm looking at here? I think that's a... Oh, you sent me a 1.25. Look. This image here, that's a 1.25 right there. So that's a 1.25, and then this is the, and then that's the what? Is that the 1 point, what's the numpad 1? This guy right here, this is a shorter key than this. And so if you want this compatibility on the bottom, we need a 1U instead of the 1.25. If you want this compatibility on the bottom, we need a 1.25. So no, I mean, it's up to you. I think when they do spacebar kits, they do them more often with this in mind. But it goes, I mean, it can go either way. Okay, so I mean, yeah, I normally do it with the 1U here on the right side. So if you don't, I mean, if you don't care and that's how I have it already, just do it how you have it. Okay. All right, we'll roll with it. Yeah, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Alrighty, cool. All right. So yeah, let's put some switches on and test it and see how the stabilizers sound. It's Nixie time, boys and girls. All my TGR enthusiast ladies in the house, let's go. Well, I clearly am not paying attention either, Tom, because you clearly sent me a picture with a 1.25 and I just forged on ahead and said in my head, oh, that's a 1U. without zooming in and looking at the photo properly, so that makes two of us, is what I'm getting at. It'll look good on my keyboard shrine no matter what. That's true. It will indeed. So what do you think? Are you a fan of the Nixies on the copper? What up, Spiked? Good evening. There you go, Yeffy. It had to be said. Hey, you know, I am a good sport about it though, Tom. I tolerate it well. But I do ask you every time if you want a full 2U, don't I? Every single time. I know damn well what you want on that backspace, and every time I ask. I get my way with TKLs a lot though. You see the value in having a 2U on a TKL. So there's hope for you yet. Yo, mind asking how is your overhead camera set up? You can ask, and you can get a much better answer if you join my Discord and go into the desk setup channel and scroll up to the top. I actually just redid my entire office, and so I got an overhead cabinet, and I nested my camera within the cabinet, used a hole saw to cut a hole for my camera lens to peek through, and I actually have one of the KSR Science crossfade lights coming in to mount underneath the cabinet as well on Saturday, which will then get rid of this light box. So there's your answer in chat, and if you want to see pictures, I have a whole bunch in Discord. And welcome, Eventime. Welcome, welcome. Missed a couple follows. Zujo, KCZ, and A-Force, welcome. Hello, everybody. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Yeah, so like I said, Tom, there's hope for you. 2U backspace on the TKL. Hey, I've had clients make me put a split backspace on a TKL before. I think it was actually a geek hold, if I'm not mistaken. It's happened. It has happened. We've had these Nixies go in and out of plates so often now, they're sitting in here nicely. I don't think they'll pop right out as soon as I go to drop this on top of the PCB, but they might a little bit. We'll see. We certainly will see. Alright, enough switches. Let's try and drop this thing on here and see what these stabilizers sound like before I get too many more switches in the mix. So chat, what I do here is I put about 50% of the switches on the plate before I drop it onto the PCB. It's gonna make it so that the plate and PCB don't just sandwich together. And so when I put the other switches in, I don't have to worry about then like coming in with a screwdriver and lifting up the plate so that I get this proper separation again. And so I put about 50% of them in. I test the stabilizers then. And then after testing the stabilizers, making sure they sound good, then I put the other set of switches in. Yeah, thanks. Is it heaven time? Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, we had fun with it. We definitely had fun with it. I videoed, or not videoed, but I photographed kind of did like a photograph log on it. Yeah. Yeah, we had fun. I enjoyed that. The only part I did not enjoy was having to go to IKEA and stand in IKEA's line in the middle of a pandemic. I don't like going to IKEA on a good day, and I ended up having to go on a Saturday, which is not the time to go to IKEA. I knew this, but my dedication to the stream was just, I mean, it's so there. I give chat everything they want. Chat's my baby and I spoil them. So many people go into IKEA, it's nuts. Yeah, so I could not believe how many people I saw just bringing their kids, and like young kids too, like kids that should not be at IKEA. even on a good day, like without a pandemic, there's just no reason to bring your kids to IKEA. Get what you need for your house and get out. Like, and yeah, so I mean, in the midst of a pandemic, they're bringing their like 5-year-old kids. I'm like, oh God, please. What are you doing? What are you doing to me, general public? I try not to think about it. It makes me angry. All right. That guy goes here, actually. Boom. So these are just some beater caps here, chat, that we throw on to test our stabilizers. If you're curious, these are the key-rative blank keycaps. They're actually perfect for what, you know, I use them for. And if you just need a set of blank ABS caps, they're nice. Nothing wrong with them. Okay, there's the 4 stabilizers I'm about to test. And I can't hear the music. I know you can, which means you can't really hear the stabilizer, but don't worry, we got this. C3 is just such a consistent stabilizer every time. I just have a good time with C3 stabilizers every single time, chat. I love it. You know what I'm going to do real quick? I just want to test to make sure I did get the 1U in here properly. Yeah, that's right. And the 1U goes right here. Obviously not the right row, but yeah, that's what that looks like. It is. Yep, split backspace. So nope, we don't need to worry about anything there. So even in Nixies, you can see me putting them up to my ear. I put the nicest sounding ones on the alphas, and I move the ones that maybe don't sound as nice over to like the numro, to the, you know, to like these guys, the pipe and tilde key, the stuff you're not going to hit as much. I try and get the ones that sound the nicest on the keys you use most often. Hey Rob, thank you so much for tuning in. And you as well. Have a wonderful evening. Good night. So now that Rob's gone, I want to make a quick announcement. We're giving this polycarbonate Alice away at the end of the stream. Sorry, Rob. Rip. Shouldn't have left us. One in 52. I'd like my odds. Yo, chat, if you ever want to get good odds. Whoa, Tom, you madman. Did you just gift 10 subs up in here? Bruh, are you kidding me? Tom. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Nice. Hey, Jay, Disintro, January, Spiked, Diego, Smitty, Solly's, Jade Park, Zine. Oh, what up, Christine? The Containment Unit, Alex Sailor, and Heaven Time. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. There we go. Thank you so much, Tom. Really appreciate that, brother. You are too kind. Too kind. Man, you guys are making me feel all nice. What a good stream. We got some Nixies, we got a polycarbonate Alice, good company, some good music. We're vibing in here tonight, chat. I hope y'all are having a wonderful evening. Oh, nice. Alex from Protozoa got a sub too. I don't know if Alex is here. Sometimes it gives subs to people who have just tuned in recently and are not actually here currently. But Alex, if you're here, what up, my friend? Alex is the graphic designer from Protozoa Studios, the group that we are going to be building a very special Mysterium TKL for on Friday. You are here. What's up, Alex? Alex, I actually heard through the grapevine that you used to be a Washington, D.C. local. Is that true? I know you're not there currently. We actually talked about that the other night. No shit. I grew up in Old Town Alexandria. Actually, just outside of it. I grew up in the Rosemont Park area, just outside, and then I was over in Delray for a little bit as well. No kidding, you were in Delray? I used to live over on Myrtle Street, right in between Mount Vernon and Russell Road. No kidding. Or no, I was just on the other side of, what was it, Commonwealth? I can't even remember. It was one of the houses I grew up in. It was so long ago. Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, Delray is like, you know, it's like a 3-mile square block radius. That's too funny. Dude, small world. How about that? So what got you, people move into our area. They don't leave. What got you moving down to, the Carolinas? Alright, chat, we've got the keyboard all launched up. Dude, you should absolutely come back into town, though. If you still have family here, when we host the next DC keyboard meetup in 2021. So I'm one of the hosts for that. Zach and myself co-host these days, and so yeah, so we'll be hosting another DC meetup here in hopefully. I mean, I'm hoping everyone's like vaccinated by April. Nice, there we go. Yeah, and so I'm hoping everyone's vaccinated by April, so that by the summer, maybe late summer, we can host a meetup again. Oh, I miss keyboard meetups. I miss hanging out with you guys in person. It's so much fun. Guys, if you're new to the keyboard hobby, you joined in a really, really weird year. Obviously for everything, but keyboards normally have such more of a camaraderie, and you meet people at these meetups, and it just changes the hobby for you. And anyone who's new that joined this year doesn't have any of that exposure, so it's so weird. But yeah, so you were on Belfonte. That's what street you were on? No kidding. I know exactly where that's at. That's crazy. That's so fun. Nice. Yeah, I love meeting people from the old stomping grounds. So did you go to school in Alexandria? Did you go to public or private school? I did. I was at TC Williams. I was at St. Stephen's for a little bit. I did a couple years of private school, but then we did TC Williams for where I graduated from. Chat, if you don't know, or if you're not putting it together, TC Williams is the same school from Remember the Titans. Have you seen my movie? Denzel Washington plays my football coach. He doesn't really, but the coach from that movie actually lived a couple streets down from me. Ease the shoe, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, hopefully you're still in the area. Okay, chat, let's go ahead and get ready for some soldering action. And as part one of our getting ready for soldering action, these beautiful polycarbonate pieces are getting moved away. So say goodbye temporarily to the top, which I'm going to move over here. And the bottom. Boom. Last little peek at the bottom of the polycarbonate Alice, the police that we're working on here tonight. Just temporarily. And I'm going to ditch my microfiber and get my giant blue mat back out for soldering. You're about 2.5 hours away from DC. Hey, that is meetup territory. You are right in the stomping grounds for it. Trash, trash, trash. You don't need the extra stickers for the C3s, do you, Tom? Okay, you lived up there a few years after college. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. That brings a lot of people to the area for work and stuff. Yeah, does that make sense? So what, you had family just a little bit further out in the Dumfries area? That's cool too. Yeah, Persian. Like, when I say that, that's an easy icebreaker for like anyone that doesn't know me. Instantly, they're like, T.C. Williams, where have I heard that from? So did you go to the IKEA in College Park? No, I went to the one out in Woodbridge. For all the DC metro area natives, the one in Hoodbridge. All right. Let's give a PCB a quick visual inspection here. Make sure all the pins are through and that I didn't crunch anything on the Nixies. I generally don't care at all if I've crunched a stem on a switch. But with tonight's build, I don't really want to have had done that. So it looks like this one's half crunched, but that one's okay. I'm going to take a look at it, but I'm pretty sure it's okay. It looks like just one so far. I just jinxed myself, though. Maybe the fact that I said I jinxed myself will mean I haven't jinxed myself, but I'm pretty sure I just jinxed myself. Did I crunch any? No. I only half crunched the one that I noticed right before I said that. So let me see what the status of this guy is. Yeah, I don't even think I half crunched that. That's just a stem that's just a little bit crunched. We will just push that up a little bit. Make sure we've got it lined up. There we go. Beautiful. Used to work in Woodbridge. Maybe going back towards July. Nice. There we go. Yep, I'm all over the area. I'll travel to a whole bunch of different client sites for work. So I'm never in one particular spot. But yeah, sometimes work brings me around that area as well, like over to like the Fort Belvoir area and over to Quantico and stuff, yeah, which are both kind of like on one side or the other of that area. Oh, nice. You're from Southern Maryland. There we go. Yeah, absolutely, January. Yeah, so I mean, exactly. Once the pandemic kind of settles out a little bit and we get a vaccine, we will absolutely get a meetup on the books. I plugged in a different power supply the other day, so I have a new one, a new outlet I need to go into, and I haven't gotten the muscle memory down of that new outlet yet. Oh wait, did somebody just say they were in Burke? Did I miss that? I think I just misread that. Oh wait, no, yes, you did. You have family that lived in Burke. Alex has family that lived in Burke. No kidding. I mean, I was in Alexandria for a vast majority of my childhood, but the townhome that I was actually born in, well, I was born in a hospital, but the townhome that I was actually born in was on Burke Lake. That's too funny. That's too funny. I've got just a bunch of DC locals looking to rob me in chat. That's what's going on here tonight. I see what it is. I'm on to you guys. I'm gonna be making sure I lock the doors tonight. All right, hopefully I don't lose my mic or anything. Boom. Did I lose my microphone? No, microphone is still good. Okay, groovy. Let's do NVIDIA RTX voice. It's a very small world. It is a very, very small world. You never know who you're gonna run into and where. There we go. Should sound a bit better. Well, should sound a bit worse, but you should have no fan anymore. Audio quality has been degraded for the sake of getting rid of that fan. All right, chat, so we're going into the soldering portion of the stream here now. If y'all have never joined me here for a keyboard build, first and foremost, welcome. But then secondly, if you have any questions about soldering, let me know. I'll kind of go over a couple of learning points with you here as we do it. I always solder in the 4 pins of the PCB before moving on to anything else. That would probably help if I turned my iron on. To start, you really don't need expensive components to solder a keyboard. You can get away with like a $30 soldering iron. You just need to have an iron with a variable temperature on it. You need to have something that you can actually control the temperature, and to within a reasonable extent, know that the iron is maintaining that temperature. So I start with the top left. We'll work our way to the bottom right. And I do this loaded method, I call it, where I take one of the pins I've just soldered and I turn it molten, push the switch through, ensuring it has a good contact point, and then remove the iron from the PCB. I'll show it to you then. So I take the switch with my index finger. I will apply a bit of pressure as soon as I turn the stem molten. Molten, pressure, take the iron off. That joint is now rock solid after I've held it to the PCB. Not something you always need to do, but it helps. More so with my OCD probably than anything else, but it helps. I do that with mainly just the 4 corners and then maybe some hot spot areas that might need it. And then after that, I just kind of go row at a time, pushing switches in, making sure they've got a good contact point, and then just going boom, 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 all the way down the board. So the 4 corners are now all done. We've got a good set of 5-pin switches. We've got a good PCB. Things are lined up. Things are mostly static on this board. I am just going to push in each row of switches tonight, and then exactly as I mentioned, just solder right down the row. So I hope you paid attention to the work method because we're not going over it again. Unless by request. Xtronic 3020 gang, is that a soldering iron? I always recommend the Weller. Weller is a pretty nice American-made brand that has a variable temperature on it, and it's pretty cheap. Weller soldering irons. They're actually difficult to find though nowadays. Been sold out a lot on Amazon. People doing all sorts of. You know, it's caused them to sell out probably more than anything else. People working on drones. I bet you the drone market and the drone enthusiast hobby has made it so that a lot more soldering irons are getting purchased up. Just COVID in general. Supply for everything is down. Demand for everything is up.
That's true, Spike. I mean, that is a nice quality of life benefit with these nicer irons. So the one I'm using, if you're curious, is listed in the Here I Use link down below. You can find all the tools and equipment I use on my stream, from both my audio to video to lighting to the keyboard modding tools. All listed there. If there's something that's missing that you want to know what it is, let me know and I'll update it. I use the TS82 soldering iron. It's a hollow tip soldering iron, but after you unplug it, it gets cool in probably about 5 minutes, maybe a little less. The Heiko 888 that I was using before, that's my backup iron these days, is not a hollow tip, it's a solid point. And that probably take about 15 to 20 minutes to completely cool down. So definitely a difference there in the technology. There are actually advantages to a solid tip dependent upon what you're working on. The components I am working on are not delicate enough to justify a solid tip. That's why the hollow tip is for sure the way to go with keyboards. Solid tips, though, will maintain a perfectly consistent temperature, almost perfectly, I should say. Yep. Solid tip is better just if you need to maintain the exact temperature. Look at this. This is a hollow tip. It's got an electric display, so you can really see it. Look how quickly it cools down. There's constantly electricity being flown to this iron to keep it at 600 degrees Fahrenheit because it is constantly cooling down. It will not maintain this temperature natively at all. And so if you're working on very precise electronic components that require a perfect temperature to be kept, which there's not many examples of that, you know, or if you're like working for a company where like they're working on like aerospace products and they need to meet some quality control objective to say that they utilize this and we're heating this component at this temperature for exactly this long, then you have to be able to say, you know, within a degree of temperature, like, you know, this was maintained the entirety of the time. A solid tip is going to be consistent or something like that. If I had Super User in chat, he'd probably school me on some other reasons that make more sense. But yeah, off the top of my head, I'm not thinking of anything. So, but yeah, like I said, though, variable temperature soldering iron is all you need. And then good solder. I always say that. You don't want to skimp yourself and shortchange yourself on the solder. The solder is important. The type of solder you use. I use 6337 Kester. It is a leaded solder. Very dangerous for you. Do not breathe it in. You want to be using it with a fan turned on. Or an exhaust. I'm using an exhaust here. This guy right here. If you pay attention, you can see all the fumes getting extracted right into it. We've had a busy year of building keyboards, chat. I just got this roll this year. And look at how much we built on it already. Like I just opened this roll at like, I want to say the beginning of the summer. Normally a roll of Kester will last you your lifetime. Like you'll never build enough keyboards to go through a roll of Kester. I need to go back and see how many boards I built this year. I could probably create a pretty good footprint from it from just YouTube. Going back and looking at all the VODs. Because I think for the most part, I put my VODs up on YouTube. There were some occasions where I had to delete the VODs, but for the most part, I think all of them went up. Some onesie twosies here and there. So, chat, thank you so much for tuning in. I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight and hanging out, vibing with us this evening here as we build up this keyboard. Welcome if you're a new-time viewer to my channel. I build keyboards on a weekly basis, generally 2 times a week or more. You're going to get at least 2 keyboard builds out of me a week, if not more. So this week we're actually building 3. We tuned the HHKB. I'll say 2.5. We tuned the HHKB on Monday. We're building the Mysterium on Friday, and we're building the Palace tonight. So I haven't done sponsor roll in a while. We'll go ahead and do some sponsor rolls tonight. So again, everybody, I want to give a couple of quick shout outs to a few people who support the stream and help me do what I do. First and foremost, I'm going to thank zealpc.net. You can find a referral link down to them listed below in my sponsor section. It's a nice little way to support the stream. If you're checking out on Zeal PC, it doesn't cost you anything extra to use my link, and I appreciate that. Zeal PC is your spot and location for Zealios, Helios, Telios, Xylence, and Zeal stabilizers. I always like to say, hey, that you should hit up Zeal and say, make more of that GHV4 dude. We want more. More, we want more. You can also find that on his website in the past, historically. Hopefully he makes more. It's a very good lube. It's actually, I think it's one of my favorite lubes. I lubed the Garys on my Ochre with it. Oh, so smooth, so nice. Treat it just like 205G0 and you'll have a good time. Just like 205G0, less is more. I'm sure you've heard a streamer say that before if you've watched any other keyboard streamers. Next up on the list is mintautumn.com. Jack's Static is one of my best friends in the keyboarding world. A super generous, super awesome guy, and designs keyboards, which are pretty dope. He actually built the Rukia, which is a Alice clone. He's made a couple changes to his design. But the design overall is predicated on the Alice. And he's got other projects coming up, including some really cool mode production stuff that's very exciting. Can't wait to see more updates from him. So definitely check out his link down below, mintautumn.com. Head on over to his website, and most importantly, join his Discord, because Discord is where you will find all of his updates and announcements and the best way to keep in touch with our good friend Jack Static. Jax also streams on Twitch, so if you're interested in the keyboarding world and maybe looking to approach it from a design perspective, Jax, like I said, is a keyboard designer, and he will stream Fusion and other keyboard designing programs on Twitch and talk about the design process and everything else. So he's a pretty cool guy. Next on the list, we've got Project Keyboard. Project Keyboard is actually in between buys right now, but you'll find a referral link as well to Project Keyboard down below. Again, doesn't cost you anything to use my referral link, and thank you if you so choose to support my stream through using those links. And last but not least, we've got TKC, Key.company. The Key.company is currently, they've got some really actually fun holiday sweaters right now on their website. So you can find their holiday sweaters. You can still jump in to DSA Magic Girl if you haven't already. That is in the closing days. And the Artist X TKC Deskmat series is still alive and strong. You can find new Artist Deskmat collaborations on their website, as well as a bunch of other products. So definitely show TKC some support, as they have gone a long way to help out my stream in the past couple of months since I partnered up with them. Big shout out to all the sponsors. Thank you so much. And what's good, chat? Talk to me. Ask me some questions. What do you want to know about cables? I've been in this hobby since about 2014, 2015. I say 2015 officially, but I started lurking in 2014. What do you want to know? And don't even feel constrained to keyboards. Let's open it up. Who wants to talk audiophile? Who wants to talk cinematography? What do we got, guys? Is chat frozen on me? Because I haven't seen anyone say anything in a minute. January, there we go. Chat is not frozen on me. Good deal. What was my first custom? It was a TX 1800. I had a big boy for the first one. I think it was about 8 pounds, all built up with SA Hyperfuse. I went all in for my first custom. Most underrated GMK set. Ooh. Most underrated. Let me think on that. That's a good question. I will come up with an answer for you. Let that marinate in my brain for a second. I like that one, Alex. Most underrated. Where the hell do you get a long IEM cable? So my IEM cables are from Forza. Forza Works is a UK distributor of like high-end custom audio cables, who uses very premium components in it. And so if you're an audiophile, you may or may not engage on the do cables matter discussion. I don't think they do, but they feel more premium, and if I'm going to have a super nice set of headphones, I want to put a super nice cable on it too. Just continue the premium feel from start to finish. So that's where I got mine. Have you mil-maxed a PCB before? I have. Yep, I do not recommend it. January, you can actually hit the !hot swap command in chat, and I've got all of my reasonings listed out in a copy pasta. It's actually been a minute since I've gotten that question. So all that said, in the copy pasta, mil-max sockets work. You might like them. You might find that, as I did, they're a pain in the ass to install, but at the end of the day, if you're only doing one keyboard with them, you're done. After it, you're done. And they work okay, you know? Agreed, cable is nice to have, but my deciding factor is mostly looks and flexibility. Yeah, so I mean, you know, there's an element of it to where like the people say your cable makes a difference in the audiophile world. I can't say if it does or doesn't. Myself, I think it does. That could just be like the mental brain human element factor of it. But I can tell you with certainty that it feels more premium than the cable that came with these headphones. And that, at the end of the day, makes a difference to me. Do you guys want to see an insane cable? I have a pretty nutty flex cable on my ALS right now. If you want to see an example of how stupid I am, I'll show it to you. You do. Oh no. Chat wants to see just how dumb I am. I'll show you. I'll show you, chat. You've been warned, though. I am big dumb. Yeah, it's another Forza cable, Alex. Like I said, I use all Forza cables. If you're on their website, it's the Noir. And it also would qualify in the event of a zombie apocalypse. My cable would also work as a defense mechanism. I'll throw it to you. Give me just a second. Hey, Raz. Good to see you, brother. Totally understand. You know what, Raz? I have a great update. We found Morad in chat today. Morad was hanging out watching the stream. He's normally a quieter observer, but he had the points total. He was number 2 on the list. And so I'm pretty sure I'm hooking up Morad with a keyboard build for winning the channel points giveaway for the month of November. You'll find that we reset the channel points for the month of December. And I'm a little late, obviously, so I'll probably run it after like maybe a week into January, or maybe I'll just call it. Maybe December will just be a short month for points earning. Although December, you might have a little bit more of an opportunity because I do have some more streams coming up in December. Chad, I think we just got everything done here. It was requested to see how dumb I am, and so I'm going to show everybody in chat how dumb I am with showing them my cable here. Hold on one second. Where's my? Oh, here it is. These are my ALS headphones. So I love these things. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this cable though. Like the cable is absurd. This thing, the 1/4 inch weighs a ton. The Furutech. So yeah, this is a good example of. Let me not put my soldering iron on it. This is a good example though of Forza Works' cables. They do really, really nice premium stuff. So it's the same thing on my IEMs, obviously just a little bit smaller, and then you can see the internals where it splits. So I have the sleeving here on this guy, and then where it splits the internals. It is. It's a very stupid flex, and I think it showcases just how stupid I am. But you know, if you're gonna be a true enthusiast, you may as well just go all in, right? But yeah, that cable feels so nice. Like there's literally no way to like crinkle it where it bends in a way you don't like and meant to do. Like it's just they're good. They're fun. I'm not recommending you buy them. They're way over the top and stupid. But if you're in that market, go for it. All right, did I just scuff my stream? Oh no, I didn't. All right, let's close down. Don't switch. Close down RTX voice. There we go. Okay, sound quality should be back. How do you listen to your music? I mean the streaming or the... so I do a combo, but if I'm streaming, I pay for Tidal's hi-fi service. So I pay like $20 a month or whatever for Tidal. Tidal's great. If you are an audiophile, I would recommend it. It's very, very nice. But yeah, way expensive. If you're not an audiophile and don't have a set of headphones to take advantage of it, there's no reason to go with Tidal. So part of the argument as well for really over the top cable components and stuff doesn't really come into play until you have like other parts in your chain also really upgraded as well. So that's a big argument that I think people will make. If you have like, high-end audiophile gear, the people that say like, the naysayers that don't think cables do anything, say that, well, you just don't have high enough quality components to hear the difference, which I think is dumb. I think inherently that's dumb. I think if there is a scientific difference that a cable actually makes in sound quality, you should be able to quantify it. And it's not really quantifiable. Cool, we did it, chat. But from a feel, fit, and finish, you can absolutely quantify a premium cable and give it some level of value based on that. And so I'm 80%, it feels nicer, it looks nicer, and I am 20%, it might do something.
There we go. There's the cancer fumes right up in my face. Always tin your irons when you're done, folks. Oh, there was a question here. You ever walked away from your desk with your irons? Yes. Yes, I have. And then they rip out of your face and feel like they're gonna pull your ears out. Yep. Mine pull my stack and every other component on my desk before they come out of my ears. So these are custom IEMs. They don't come out of my ears easily. And so, yeah, it's a problem when I walk away from my desk thinking I don't have anything on. Or if I'm like not, sometimes I'm not even walking away from my desk. Sometimes I just overestimate how much slack I have, and next thing you know, I'm like going too far. Yeah, I don't think I've done it. I don't think I've done it on stream yet. I'm pretty cognizant about my spatial awareness when I'm on stream because I have other people's stuff on my desk that I don't want to scuff. But when I'm just, hanging out with my own stuff and not really paying attention, that's when I'm more prone to make that kind of a mistake. So guys, if you're just tuning in for the first time, welcome. You are in perfect timing for end of this build. We are just about to install this copper plate full of Nixies. You're looking at about $500+ in switches right there on a pretty damn cool combination of copper. And we're putting it into a polycarbonate case here tonight. So I'm going to be very careful dropping that puppy in there. Deezer Hi-Fi is cheaper, though only $16.44. Yeah, the bitrate. Yeah. I kind of want to switch the title, but Deezer you can so you can upload your own. Yeah, that's true. So I mean, I kind of I don't have a huge library, Rim. I used to have a huge library of music, but I've kind of I probably still have it somewhere. I just it's probably just on a Synology that's not even powered up anymore. Truth be told, but I use Tidal just so often now. Literally everything I could want to listen to in my library is in Tidal. Yeah, Hellbent, I did. Yeah, that gaff mat is so clean. I love it. So chat, did you catch how this screws in here? This guy actually goes through the PCB in the middle here. There's a cutout in the PCB for you to drop this screw in for the top mount plate. Pretty cool design there. Where can I get that desk mat? So this desk mat was actually on sale from a guy named Shuangmu on Instagram. He ran it for a couple of days. And it was just a small little public group buy. Public/private group buy. I mean, you need to know Shuangmu to get into it. But it was just open to anybody who knew him. Where did you get into the streaming trend? When? 2 yeaths ago, almost to the day. We've been doing this for just about exactly 2 years. I've got a 2-year streamathon maybe coming up here. I don't know if I'm a weakling when it comes to actually doing the marathon streams, so I might not do a full 24 hours, but I'll do a longer stream with a ton of giveaways. I might not even put a time limit on it. I might just do a day and just see how far I get. When I get tired, I'll just stop. I'm too much of a boomer to commit to giving you guys an entire 24 hours. I'm too old, I'm sorry. You guys are watching your dad build a keyboard here. If that's not what you're into, well, then I'm sorry. But yeah, we'll do a 2-year celebration here soon. There we go. Look at that. So we're going to need to come back and do some work here on this PCB later. As I promised, there will be an RGB installation at some point, but I'm not going to do that tonight. I tried to get to the RGBs beforehand, but just couldn't. Couldn't get her done. Sorry, chat. You don't? Interesting. You don't want me to install them, Tom? I mean, you know me. If it were me, I wouldn't install them. I don't care. Just put them in the extras bag? Alright, hey, I mean, if you ever change your mind and decide you want me to install them, I'm here for you, brother. That makes my life easier. They are going in the extras bag. Look at that. It's done, man. They're out of my mind. I'm not even thinking about them anymore. Let's go. That makes my life actually a lot easier because in the next 48 hours I have a whole bunch of switches to tune for that Mysterium build. So thank you. All right. You know what I will do, Tom, though? You didn't give them to me, but I'm going to give you the... I'm assuming you want the indicator LEDs. I will put the indicator LEDs on. So regardless, I'll be opening it up. So if you want me to do them, I mean, it'll take me another, 45 minutes to do them. But yeah, I'll definitely do the indicator LEDs. Those will only take me about 15 minutes to do. I've got a bunch of good colors too. I ordered some more, so I think I have a bunch. I have some like hot pink ones. I've got blue, green, yellow. I think I've got like a warm white. I've got the red. What else do I have? I've got some others too, I think. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll just do the indicators. Then in that instance. So chat, never torque screws on a polycarbonate board. I am very lightly hand tightening these. Pretty much as soon as you get resistance, maybe give it just an eighth of a turn more and then stop. Just enough to catch it in there and then just keep an eye on it. Just keep an eye on it, make sure you don't lose any hardware. It's not worth cracking polycarbonate. Oh, I forgot to. Sam didn't do a seam on this. Yeah, Sam didn't do a seam on this. Oh, you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for right now because I'm going to be going back and redoing it. So chat, you can't see the seam anyways. But kind of one of the things with this TGR board is sometimes designers will put little points on their case to make it so that the case fits exactly right so that you don't get little lines here in the seams. But we're gonna have to open this thing up anyways. Instructions unclear, crack my board. Yikes. I don't know how I could have made that clearer. I'm sorry though, that's unfortunate, Crucifix. Truly unfortunate. Alright, chat, I'm ready. It's dual shot time, baby. The first time we've mounted dual shot. Brand new out the box. Oh yeah, these are gonna be clean. Let's go. Yo, Raz, let's go. I feel like you just subbed the other day. Thank you for the 5 months, my friend. Oh, yeah. You're on the 5-month streak too. Let's go. I think that's a new badge for you now, Raz. Is it 5 months or 6 months that the badge changes again? Is it 1369? I can't remember. Okay. Yeah, 1 more month then. You're close. You're close to the next update. What do you think, chat? What do you think of this keycap set with this? I think we might. Hopefully, we have the compatibility for an Alice. Hopefully, I'm not 100% certain. We might have to get funky with some of the stabilized keys. We might have to shift things up, as it were. There's your dad pun of the night. But I'm pretty sure we'll have enough of what we need here. I wonder if I have the backspace key, the right proper backspace for Tom's crazy 1.5 split backspace. Hey, you know, it's bound to happen at some point here. That's just how I do. $50 Shades of Grey keyboard. Nice. Well played, Raz. I see what you did there. So who's playing Cyberpunk? What do you think, chat? Oh, Raz, it was super busy today, but good. It was good. It was a good day overall. How was yours? Nice, Hellbent. I haven't started it yet, so I'm ready. I might start it after the stream here tonight. I just might start it after the stream here tonight. I think, is this our... Yep, that's that guy. Oh, whoops. I did something wrong. I have double B. Alright, let's see what kind of compatibility we're going to get out of this set here. So we do have the native backspace. I have enough shift keys too, that's a beautiful thing. Do I have 2 B keys? Is there another B? The second B spotted? Negative? I think that's a negative. And then what is it? Is it tilde and then pipe? I can't remember, chat. Oh, I have it right here. It's tilde, actually. So if I'm going to do full HHKB style, it's like that. And then I need a control here. And I need another control there. And then this should be a 1.5 alt and another 1.5 alt. And then we get a 1U, a function key there. We're gonna go ahead and do, let's do delete page up and page down. What do you think about that, chat? Delete page up and page down, or do you want to do what's on there by default? What's on there by default is print screen, scroll lock, and pause break. We can do it for now. Let's just do print screen, Scroll lock. And pause break. That's what Sam maps this to by default. So we'll do Sam's default mapping. And then, do I have a second function key? We're gonna need the 0 key. We're gonna use 0 instead of B. And then, I don't have a second function key, so we'll use this little dot here. Or no, we can use the super. We can mix that up. There we go. I like that. All right, we've got everything we need, chat. We did it. We did it, we did it. Keycap puller. Oh man, so you went in. Had to crash soon for work in the morning. Yeah, I don't want to be able to get a full experience the first time I play it, like for a full 4 to 5 hours. Yeah, so you're waiting. You're waiting. I got you. Yeah. I've been having fun. A little annoying bug with trees going through buildings though. Oh, that's a bummer. You should make a custom PCB and case and everything and try to make the longest keyboard ever. The longest? Like from like one end to the other? The longest keyboard ever? Lengthwise? So I have no design experience, and I personally have no interest in making a very, very long keyboard. And so if that's something you're into though, I encourage you to design a keyboard that fits those specs. And where did you get your mouse pad? Yeah, so this mouse pad was from a group buy that Shuangmu ran on Instagram. Shuangmu is a member of the keyboarding community, so it was a pretty small-ish buy. I think just about every keyboard streamer has got this desk mat currently on their desk. We get a few questions about it every stream. So, not something that's available anymore, unfortunately. All right, chat, what do you think about that? Build completed. Beautiful. Absolutely brilliant. If only the poly is smoked. Oh yeah, Rim, that would look pretty good too. Yeah. I'm sorry, I missed that message from earlier. Did I miss any others? I think we're good. Imagine just a 1U narrow keyboard, a couple meters long. Oh God. Why would I have imagined it now, and I didn't need to. This was not something I needed in my head, and now I can't not imagine it. The Gaff toy looks incredible, Hellbent. Yeah. The Gaff toy was really cool looking. That was neat. Okay, chat, so let's go ahead and give you the full look at this thing. My Simon eyes, you ready? You guys ever watch Simon? This is just how Simon looks all the time. That's toxic, I shouldn't do that. That's so toxic. We love Simon. It's only because I love Simon. There we go. Look at that chat. Pretty beautiful. I can dig it. That's true. Simon is a very beautiful human being. We're bringing in the chopper. Bring in the bring in the kappa. I got it now because it's the police. That's right. Don't shoot the macabre, you idiot. I'm Detective John Kimball. Detective John Kimball, FBI. Going to play a little game of who's your daddy and what does he do. Listen to me. Listen to me. These are my keycaps. I'm not just going to give them out here. Get off of me. Ow. You started it, chat. You got me on this Arnold thing now. I saw bring in the kappa, and I saw get to the chopper. That's how my stupid brain works. Oh, nice. Do we have an Arnold in emote? Nice. Well done. Well played. All right, let's get a sound test going on here. How closely can I bring my mic? Chat, how far away is this, and does it matter? Nah, that's gonna matter. Let me move my monitor just a little bit. The one thing I haven't gotten perfect yet is with the new desk setup. I haven't gotten my microphone perfectly where I wanted it yet. That's still pending. Still pending perfect placement. Okay. Why is Twitch telling me I'm not a sub? Yeah, it looks like you're not, Yeffy. I don't know. That's weird. Do you not have a sub? Here we go. Alright, here we go, chat. Whoa. That sounds like a faulty switch. Yikes. That sounds good. Luckily I'm a right shift, or luckily I'm a right spacebar presser. We'll swap this switch out, Tom. That's not right. It's like, it's even having an issue. It's even having an issue at the top. What's going on here with this guy? I think that's the switch. Yeah, the stabilizer seems okay. Nothing keeping the stabilizer from moving. You know what? We'll figure that out though, no worries. I've got to open it back up anyways. Time to Dremel the board. This boy is stiff. Okay. Let's get a typing sounds test with it. Can you guys hear it okay? Do I have my mic? I have my mic as close as I can right now, but it's up a little higher admittedly than it normally is. Is it all right? Does it sound okay? Good, good. The first couple are going to be bad. I haven't been on a Alice layout for a minute. We can do better than 100. Let's go. we go. Better. Let's see if we can get 120. Nope. Oh man, I just made too many typos there. Last chance, chat, for 120. The last chance. Will we make it? I don't like those words. Last chance as soon as we get to the end of the first line. .108 is it. All good. I hate it. I can't hit more than 108. No, I don't hate it. It sounds nice. What do you think, chat? You heard it. You heard it too. You heard what I hear. What do you think? Formulate your own opinion. I don't like talking about sound on stream. I don't like giving my opinion. I think it's kind of silly and preferential anyways. But yeah, I like it, Tom. I like it personally. Sounds good, feels good, looks good. You're gonna have to steal another set of these dual shots to put on here. Do you know what set you're putting on it already? Anything looks good with polycarbonate, doesn't really matter. The feel, I mean, come on, you guys already know. It's Nixie's. I mean, they're a good, smooth vintage black. You tuned these, right, Tom? You did your own. We got the personal Viking Robot 205G0 spec on these things. Yeah, they're nice. They're nice and smooth. So, hadn't thought about what to put on it. Well, there you go. You got homework to do. Yeah, I shitty lubed them all myself. You're too difficult on yourself. Hey, any lube, any inconsistency in lube just evens out over time anyways. So, it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, no, I like it a lot. Obviously, I mean, it's a classic design. Sam is incredible. All glory to Sam. He builds or designs incredible keyboards. As a veteran in keyboards, how do you feel about linears on brass? Would you ever cycle to one? Copper plate is hard. Yeah, yep. So copper plate is similar to brass. I think the sound signature might be pretty similar too. You know, I think brass was very trendy for a long time. I feel like designers were just putting it on everything, and now we're starting to see that trend. I think starting to go away. You still see it a lot, but I think it is starting to go away. And to answer the question of would I cycle to it, yeah, I mean I have boards that are built up with brass plates. I like linears on brass. I wouldn't do a tactile on a brass. And yeah, I've used carbon fiber before as well. Carbon fiber is also pretty stiff. Sound signature, much different though. Much different. More thockier. You get a higher pitched resonance with brass, similar to carbon as well. So brass and carbon, very, very similar. Very similar. Copper is just as stiff as brass, if not maybe even more so. Copper might be a little bit more stiff. Copper might even be closer to like a stainless steel, although the sound is different. Yeah. Yeah, it's a stiff plate. That thing's not moving. So, yeah, chat. Well, we had fun with this one. I hope you did as well. What are we off to? What are we up to? Where are we off to? What are we up to? Chat, we did the unboxing for the Mysterium TKL a couple times now. I've got the rest of my Kiwi switches coming in on Friday. So I've got about 50 or so to tune between now and Friday. And then hopefully UPS doesn't decide to show up with the last 30 at like 8 p.m. If they do, you know what we're doing at the front end of the stream. I might have a couple of switches to tune, or I might be ready. We'll see where we are on Friday, but Friday is when we will be live next. Same time, same place, 9 p.m. Chat, if you have any more questions for me, now's the time. Otherwise, have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful Thursday. Try and stay focused if you're remote and playing Cyberpunk. I'm actually going to be on client site tomorrow, so I won't have an issue. I'll be forced to stay focused. Womp womp. Raid Ramen Champ builds. Yeah, maybe Rez. You've always got the good raid suggestions. Let's see who's live. I haven't even looked yet. Isn't today Tuesday? Negative Ghost Rider. Not you're in anywhere in the country. I think we're actually a day ahead in China, so today is not Tuesday anywhere. Today is Wednesday, sir. You are a day behind. Congratulations, it's hump day. We're halfway there, we made it. Let's raid. I see Siegel is live. Let's raid Siegel. Siegel does not need a raid with his 2,000 plus viewers. Oh, we got Lulz and Andy live too. Who else is live? Yeah, Hugo Keys is live. Chubies is live. Chubies is playing Cyberpunk though. Hugo is just chatting. Ramen Champ builds. Ramen Champ. He is live. There we go. Ooh, Ramen Champ is building a KBD 67 Mark II and a giveaway sneak peek. Nice. Yeah, I'm down to. I don't think I've ever rated Ramen Champ. I know I haven't because I'm not following him. And so yeah, let's rate somebody new. Yaffy with the. Oh, thank you for the free Twitch Prime sub, Yaffy. I appreciate that. Thanks for the 9 months, brother. Appreciate that. Hey, there's the 9 months. You're a blue badger now. There you go. You've made it to the ranks of the blue badge, Yeffy. Let's go. All right, so thanks everybody. I didn't see any more questions come in. I think I caught up with everything. Yep. We're looking good. Thanks everybody. Let's go ahead and raid Ramen Champ. I'm gonna queue that up here now. Ramen Champ builds. What do we want to spam in Ramen Champ builds? Do we want to give him the? Let's give him the mustache wow emote. Let's give him the mustache wow emote. Oh, and he's got 69 viewers currently. It's almost a shame. It's almost a shame to break him off that beautiful number. There it is, Raz. Hit him with the Max F. Wow. Wow. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful night, a wonderful Thursday. We are not live tomorrow, but tune in for our Matrix Protozoa Mysterium TKL craziness on Friday. Maybe we'll have an exciting announcement too. Wink, wink. All right, chat. Later.